to the End Time Truth Television, the channel for the lovers of truth, for the truth of the end time. So if you are a lover of truth, give us a subscription and God bless you. Shalom. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is breaking news, I should say. Somebody just sent me this and I want to thank that person gratefully. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. Suleman, Apostle Suleman's convoy was said to have been attacked. That is the vehicle that you're seeing, behind me there. That is what you are seeing there. He was attacked by gunmen, and this is becoming very, very brutal. And there is some kind of permutation. But I will open it up now so that you can hear what Johnson Suleman himself is saying about the whole thing. It is not a hearsay. You can see the video. Actually, you can see the video playing. So let's hear what Suleman is saying. What really happened.
Direct shooting.
Jesus, thank you.
It's that's a direct shooting. Direct shooting. They just waited for me.
Let me play it again.
Direct shooting.
Jesus, thank you.
It's that's a direct shooting. Direct shooting. They just waited for me.
Okay, so that is it. Then Suleman himself came out and he made a statement about it. He made a statement about it, and here is what he said. Here's what Suleman has to say about it.
Since 2017, there are certain things that have been happening that I've been quiet about. Even if you are the most careless person on earth, you will not give yourself to so much scandals. There are things people don't know, even though one or two people along the line took advantage of that to just come out and say one or two things. But the reason I'm coming out to speak now is because they've done all that and discovered that I'm still moving on. They decided to make attempts on my life. I just escaped an assassination attempt where 7 people were killed. My car was attacked, opened fire on my car, and kept spraying it with bullets. My wife and my kids were there. The escort car with some police, they killed the policeman, they killed the other people, the other escort car, the buses with us. 7 people. We are all moving in a convoy. We are killed. People who did this are expecting me to come out, mention their names, so they will come out and deny. I won't do that. But the truth of the matter is this: you can't kill me. My life is in the hand of God. I'm a man of God. And those who are among those attacking me, you are building on what you don't understand. You may have joined into the fora because you want to chase clout, but you don't know where the fight started from. There are things you don't understand. You don't have an idea of the beginning of what happened 2017. The people who are behind it. You may come and you are doing your own thing, but it's beyond what you are thinking. I'm alive. For those who have been calling and all that, I'm well. Family's fine. I feel bad for the lives that have been taken. We are mourning, but Jesus is Lord. And for all those who they killed, may they also rest in peace. And for the young men who opened fire and kept wasting people, I won't take your life. But the seed that you sow, you will reap it. I want Nigerians to know that a coordinated lie swallows an uncoordinated truth. With time, the truth will come out.
Meanwhile, from the one of the persons that reported this in early enough, this is the information that the person gave. He says, breaking: bulletproof car protected Apostle Johnson Suleman from direct bullet attack from Fulani bandits who took over Auchi Express Road in Edo State, Nigeria. Unfortunately, 4 police escorts and a few other civilians among Apostle Johnson Suleman convoys died from bullet wounds as their vehicle is not a bulletproof protected. The anointed stickers on their car couldn't protect them from the bandits' bullets. May God rest their souls. Amen. This is just it. This I read from this page now. I read from this page. The name of the page is Church Watchmen Africa. Now, this is very, very unfortunate, and nobody bargained for this. This is not part of what we are looking at. But then, I think I want to believe that this was not an attempt to assassinate. That's how she wrote. Except this person is reporting something differently. That's how she wrote is very deadly. I remember the day I was traveling to Kogi State by night. At night, my vehicle left Onitsha very late in the evening, so we got to a certain place before we would get to Aushi. You know, our driver got to a point he had to turn. He said, except he saw any vehicle, other vehicles coming from the opposite direction, he wouldn't go, because there happened to be two very deadly spots there where the kidnappers are noted to be staying. Policemen will stay there during the day, so at night, this, men would use the same woods, logs of wood that the policemen used during the day to cover the road. They use it to block the express. So until we saw another bus that overtook us and they started running, then our driver picked the courage and got to that place, and we came past. And there has been several issues of kidnap incidents along that road. So probably that was what actually happened. But unfortunately, people had to die for this. It is very, very painful. It is very, very painful. Although that looking at the impact on the vehicle, it actually was looking like, yeah, indeed, they waited for him to come and they started firing at him. So it looks like an attempt on his life. It looks like a hired assassin thing. But also we understand that, because I want to look at it in a different way. Who would want to kill Apostle Suleman for what? Now it is also possible, because now kidnappers these days, they don't care even about who they kidnap. Now today they can kidnap anybody, and if that person doesn't provide money, they kill the person. In those days when it was, started by some people, they were actually doing it to get at the government. So they target the highly placed individuals. But these days, all they do is, if they attack a vehicle, they don't care even if they kill 4 or 5 persons in the vehicle. Those that were, those that can catch alive, they take those ones inside the bush and demand for something. So I wouldn't know, but all I can say here is thank God that at least he is alive. But unfortunately, others died, in the process. And that is the sad thing about it. That is the sad news about it. But then, if somebody is actually, according to Apostle Joseph Suleman, trying to kill him or make an attempt of killing him and assassinating him, for what? Why should anybody want to kill a man? See, I wish and I hope, I pray that everything that has been said about Apostle Joseph Suleman, that all of them are lies. Honestly speaking, I want to wake up and, hear it, that all of them are not true, because it doesn't give joy. And then, but even if they are true, it hasn't gotten to the point where anybody wants to assassinate him. We know in 2017, he said this thing began 2017. So it is still about him, leaning towards politicians or whoever that was and the is 5 years after. Now it's also still after his life. Now linking it to that Otobo confession that it was politicians that sponsored her to come after Apostle Joseph Suleman. So maybe the politicians have been the ones sponsoring all these things that we are hearing about, Joseph Suleman, Shoma Ifemedulike, Halima, and all the list from Just Lover blog. And I wish and I hope that those things truly are lies. I want to wake up one morning to hear confirmation, true confirmation that it is not true. But till then, I want to commiserate with the family of those that lost their lives in this ugly incident. Brethren, this is what Nigeria is all about now. Nigeria, there are places that are no longer, you can no longer travel. And, you know, not everybody can afford to fly by air. And it is not even everywhere you go to that you can fly, because he now could have gone by air if the place he went through was a place that he could have traveled, you know, by air. But then he has to go through the land. So Nigeria is now this way. I don't want to use any other thing, but that is where we find ourselves. And I wish that politicians will begin to experience this thing more. Politicians themselves, that Buhari's convoy and the rest of others, politicians that have brought our country to the point where we are now, I wish that they become victims of this kind of high-handedness and wickedness. Maybe, just maybe. Thank you very much and God bless you. Just want to alert you on this. See you in the next video. Till then, from me to you, shalom.